This is where all the tapes come from that we put the show on. There's a show on, so there are no tapes there. These are the edit booths, and this is number 1, and this is William Ambrose, the chief editor. And Billy here is working on a late story. Can't see what he's doing. And this is where I work. Good old booth number 4. Here we have the 800 booth. And this is how we edit, and I'm not going to give away all the trade secrets and show you, but we take the field tapes from the field and put them in here and turn them into news stories in this machine here, and lots of little buttons and lights and wonderful things. And then over here we have my latest toy, which is the computer, because the light's so bright you can't see me, so we'll just kind of tilt the light up like that, and now maybe you can see something. And this is microwave, where there's some real hard-working people. This is Hank. Hank's a little scared of the light. He only comes out at night.
No pictures. No pictures. No pictures. No autographs. No pictures. Yes, please move your camera away.
And concentrates on the ball games while we're on the air.
Move your camera away, please.
Anyways, what we do here is this is where we actually receive our live remote signals, and we filter them down and make them look presentable at home, because God knows they're not one when they get in here. Wire machines over here, where we get all the latest news that we're not covering personally. As we move into the assignments area, you can get a feel for the ambience in here with all the radios going and typewriters pounding and everything else going on. Jamie, any words for the folks at home?
I just have one thing to say. No comment. No comment.
Walking on down through, we have the hall. This is really an exciting part of what goes on, because almost everything that goes on here passes through these halls every single day. And a little fountain and a swimming pool, and isn't that just grand? I mean, how many places can you work and have a swimming pool? Really class act here. Continuing our tour, we are locked out now. We are really locked out. We need to be announced. We did this real good. We weren't supposed to go this far out. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, he did lock it, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. And I didn't know it was locked.
Where's the room for a cave?
I don't know. I was told never to go out there after hours, though. And now I know why. Latest in security devices here, the trash can to keep the door propped open. And that way, if anybody bad goes through, we hear the trash can right away. It's a dead giveaway. This is a hall of infamy where all the great pictures are along the walls. Great stars, every one of them. You know him, Marvin's and our Eyewitness News. And all the rest of the folks you may or may not recognize. Okay. And this is Studio B. This is where it really all takes place. The fruit of our efforts all day long gathering the news, and it comes to fruition here. This is the 5 o'clock set, and this is the 6 o'clock set. Any great words for the folks at home? And these people are so used to being behind the camera that they don't know what to do in front of the camera. Okay, and it all happens right here. Notice the weather map goes here, though you can't see it. And hey, we're on television. We've stumbled in front of the cameras. And this is Studio A. This is where Good Morning Houston and all sorts of wonderful special presentations are done. And there's all sorts of space for lots of different things that they can do here. And they have cooking shows and dancing girls and fashion shows and everything you could think of on early in the morning before any of us are really wide awake. But it's all here. You name it, we've got it. Then we go through the big 13 doors, find out what's going on behind the big 13 doors. This is the part of television few people rarely get to see. This is my shoes. This is a compilation of tapes that have recorded Houston history going way back to way back in the 50s when we first started this show. At any rate, this is the file room, my pet project for the last year, and it's no big deal, really. Here we are, without a doubt, a great elevator. The doors automatically close, there's no need to push the buttons, and without even thinking, the elevator automatically does nothing. We have to tell it to go to the second floor. Here we are on the second floor. And as we go through, we find that there's plenty to see. Another great hall where even more exciting things happen every single day. And we're coming to the real technical part, so you have to pay real close attention. Off this first door, let's not miss, this is where the commercials come from. That's right, when you're watching TV late at night and those loud, annoying commercials come on, well, we've got plenty of them. Have no fear, we will never run out of loud, annoying commercials. And in here, we have the people that actually keep us on the air. That's right. They concentrate all the time, making sure that we're on the air and getting our commercials on the air and the audio is good. And can you tell me anything about the job that you find particularly stimulating or fascinating?
I get to sit down.
Do you prefer watching the football games at night or the soap operas in the daytime?
The football games at night.
Okay. And is there anything the folks at home should know about your job, or you would care to tell us about what you do in this room?
This is like this is the button pushing room. This is where all the buttons are, and
you're paid to push them.
I'm paid to push them, right.
Well, that's terrific. And you, of course, keep him lots of company and make sure he pushes the right buttons?
Yes, I'm the engineering supervisor on duty, and I'm supervising this man sitting in his chair.
That's good. I'm glad that we have control over it, and that's so you folks at home get the clearest, brightest picture. You thought you saw videotape downstairs? Well, you're going to see it in a big way here. This is the room where it all happens as far as the pictures you see on the air. We have 2-inch reels of tape. Right now, Willie's loading one on there. He's getting ready to record the late DEF. Willie, you like your job?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Anything for the folks at home you want to tell them about what you do?
Oh, no, I just load machines, unload machines, and record.
You have pretty heavy responsibility making sure everything stays on the air, don't you?
Oh, yes, real heavy.
And how long have you been doing this, Willie?
Oh, 7 years.
7 years, 7 years. And a real trooper about it, too, let me tell you. Willie also takes care of some of the news tapes, and he uses these machines over here in this newly designed array of machines. And this is where it all happens for the news department. Over here we find our engineering supervisor on duty, or is a reasonable facsimile. You have a twin brother supervising somebody else, don't you?
Well, I found out he can sit in the chair very well, so now I'm back to trying to make the cameras look halfway
Chair
decent.
sitting is going well, so you're back here making sure that we've got a good football game on the air.
Right.
Thank you very much. Okay, and he's got plenty of buttons and dials to push. He actually adjusts the color, makes the red dresses red and the blue coffee tables blue and all that. If you wonder where the old movies come from, they came from what looks like an old movie projector, but actually it's several old movie projectors. And we'll step right along here, and these are called film chains. And there's tonight's late movie right there, ready to go as soon as the football game ends and the news ends and the commercials are ready for it. And what it actually does is we take the film here, we project it through the projector onto the mirror, and the mirror projects it down into the camera, but it's backwards, so the camera is wired backwards, so it gives us a frontwards picture, and that's how you see the movies. And you see these little white spaces here? Ah, yes, that's where the commercials will be when we do put the movie on the air. And this device is also even better for us because when we do have a problem on the air, it has a slide projector built in, so we can tell you we're having trouble with a simple slide when everything else dies. Now we're going to go into the control studio. If you've ever wondered how the typing gets on the screen, folks, well, this is where it all happens. Both these ladies are very busy making sure everything is spelled right and will appear at exactly the right time it needs to on the screen. Can you tell me, Mary, can you tell me anything about the job that you find particularly stimulating?
Particularly stimulating, spelling everything correctly.
I know that you're in charge of here and that you've got a lot of responsibility and authority, and when it hits the fan, you're the one that really catches it. So why don't you tell me a little about how you got involved with it and how you feel about your job?
First of all, I'm not in charge. We're both equals. I better say that right away before I get in big trouble. Yes, I do.
So when it hits the fan, it goes all over.
But we just put the blame back on them because they're usually the ones who screwed up.
Another great hot action place here is the control room. And here we have two sections. Both the audio and the video are controlled completely on live programs from this room. Jeff Muse, all right, is that correct? Is getting ready to do the 10 o'clock news, which is running late. Jeff, is there anything you want to tell us about your job or what you do here that you find particularly interesting to the folks at home?
Hi, Mom. That's all, Jay.
Thank you. Okay. Don, anything you want to tell us about running audio?
No.
No, that's about right. Okay, but that's where all the audio comes
It's
from.
a struggle.
It's a struggle, you say?
It's a struggle.
I imagine.
What are y'all doing anyway?
We're rolling tape and talking to people about what they do here on the late side of the evening news. Send the spiral staircase. At least 20 times a day, somebody runs up and down this staircase without tripping with tapes that are late for the show. It is a surreal kind of experience, as you can tell, through the efforts of photographer Ken Stallings. And on to the coffee shop. And here we are in the KTRK coffee shop. And this may not look like a very impressive place to you, but it certainly is, because, why, if you just look over here at the menu and you see what kind of food we have to offer, what kind of food we eat every day, and most importantly, the prices. Take, for instance, the grilled cheese. Now, you couldn't get a grilled cheese at that price anywhere else in this city. In fact, you probably couldn't make a grilled cheese at home for that price. But hey, they'll even put pickles on at no extra charge. Now, we're here a little bit late in the evening, so we've missed today's special. It looks like they had corn dogs and French fries and a salad. You've got to learn the code there. FFS would be French fries, of course. But hey, tomorrow, we take a look at over. We've got a tomorrow board that tells us Friday we will have fish burgers for $1.25. Can you imagine that? And if you don't want the fish burgers, hey, don't miss the pea soup. Again, the same price, $1.25. A great deal, you say? But sorry, the coffee shop is reserved for employees only.